r/ask Reddit. What isn't illegal but really should be? Advertising a device of having 16 GB of storage when half of it is preloaded with non-removable bloatware. Yeah, this tablet is great, but it has enough storage space for like 3 apps. Then you have no storage left after 2 software updates. You mean you got 2 software updates? The first one didn't break your system enough, so they had to try again. Bloatware in general really needs to be eliminated. Car horns, honks, and siren sound effects in radio commercials. They're seriously dangerous. That's a good one. I think I read that they are illegal in some places. Canada maybe, but it should definitely be illegal everywhere. Nope, not Canada. I hear them all the time and my paranoia kicks in for no reason. Can confirm. Not illegal in Canada. Whenever I drive a car without aux, I have the radio on. Several times a drive, I start pulling onto the side of the road because of sirens in commercials or flip off innocent drivers I thought honked at me. It's okay though. We only have like 3 radio stations so they know what happened and just give a wave. For profit prisons. The shit that happens in these places is appalling. And expensive phones in prisons. The companies that install prison phones charge obscenely high rates. Automated buying and reselling of tickets, or Ticketmaster. Ontario recently passed a bill against this. StubHub has protested. Costs hundreds now if you want to see a popular show because tickets are sold out as soon as they go on sale. From what I understand, most of the tickets are sold even before they're open to the public, and the few that make it out are just snatched up by bots and the like. And even then they charge a ridiculous fee for any other show that you can actually get tickets for. $30 tickets end up costing $45. Allegedly, Ticketmaster has backdoor early access for resellers and scalpers. People putting HID LED headlight bulbs into halogen headlight fixtures. You basically blind everyone on the road when you do this. Projectors and focusing lenses in modern cars are there for a reason. That actually is illegal in many places. Enforcement is a different story. I'm a new Leo. One of my things will probably be this. It's unsafe. And some people whose eyes don't adjust to dark as well. My girlfriend is blind as a bat at night, are seriously endangered by it. Civil forfeiture. It's basically stealing. It's literally stealing. It's involuntarily forfeiting your ownership of an asset. How is that stealing? You don't get it. When the government does it, it's for the greater good, so that makes it okay. Advertising for pharmaceuticals on television. In fact, it's illegal in most other countries. Every time I've been to the US, I've been a bit bemused when really specific drugs are advertised with "ask your physician to prescribe you paracetamol-sebendroniumycin." But what really shocked me was hospitals advertising. That's all kinds of ducked up. At least they mention the bazillion side effects in tiny print. Do you sometimes feel uncomfortable? Bizazisapatamxoplin. Lots of it. Forever. Side effects may include irritability, itchy elbow, spontaneous ejaculation, earwarts, eye bleeds, purple stool, green stool, neon urine, black urine, habeas corpus, corpus Christi, lupus, acute albinism, Orgly albinism, genital detachment, rectal inversion, jitterbones, hallucinations, depression, Nirvana, Botswana, Yamama, Obama, discomfort and death. Side effects may worsen if you contain blood. So a few years back it became illegal for commercials on TV to be louder than the actual show. I've noticed that rule doesn't apply at all when streaming and it pisses me off. I actually didn't know that became illegal. A commercial came on just yesterday on TV that was about twice as loud as the show. This must be another one of those fake laws that they just show us to make us feel like they're doing something. Insider trading when you're a member of Congress. This one infuriates me like crazy. I do stocks, make my research, take real risks when I invest. Then you have these duckers that have privileged information and without any effort whatsoever, make a shit ton of money. Duck these guys. Oh, it isn't just privileged information. They get to make a vote that directly impacts the stocks. We are going to push X bill through that is going to completely duck over Y industry. Guess I am going to short Y industry then vote to duck them over. If it was just privileged information then I could at least swallow the pill. Watching YouTube videos on full volume on public transportation. Watching anything on your phone on PT at any volume without headphones, you mean. My dad does this in the divinities. I try to tell him it's rude but he won't listen. Gerrymandering. See the post on r/Dates Bountiful in regards to the recent Alabama election demonstrating why. The Supreme Court just heard a case on gerrymandering in October which may finally start addressing this problem. It may only have a small impact, but if they rule against gerrymandering, it's a move in the right direction. Smoking around children. My mother and stepfather smoke profusely inside our house and no amount of debate, suggestion, or guilt tripping will make them stop. And we, my siblings and I, are completely powerless to stop them or even avoid the smoke. My siblings and I go to school reeking of tobacco smoke and there is very little we can do about it. As soon as I get my license, I will be getting as many of them out of the house as I can as often as I can. But until that day, I am stuck and so are they. In some states it's already illegal to smoke in a vehicle if kids are present. It is in Quebec and I can say that it pissed off many parents that just don't understand anything. I repair computers for a living. I can see how disgusting a computer is when it comes from a smoker house. Some of them I choke when I open it because it react too badly. I can't imagine what it do to those poor children's lungs. Old people driving. To keep your license after a certain age you should have to be able to pass a road test. My state all does this. Once you hit a certain age, you have to retake the driving test in person every 4 years. Then a while later every 2 years. Then finally every year. Public schools starting before 8 AM. 2 hours delays. Have school or cancel it. Most people aren't able to just leave work to take their kids to school at 9:30 AM. I know kids who would just get dropped off at 8 anyways and hang out in the classrooms until everyone else showed up. In my school we had a before school and after school program. Basically a daycare for the couple hours a regular work schedule overlaps with classes ending. Lying as a politician, lawyer, or cop. They should be held accountable for their lies just as normal civilians are, or more so, rather. In America, corporate campaign contributions and lobbying. Marrying a 12-year-old in some US states. Isn't the lowest age of consent 16? Nope. In some states, there flat out is no age floor for marriage. Overly bright car headlights. Some cars have ducking spotlights on their car and it's not even their brights. It's quite literally impossible to see anything if they're coming towards you and they make your rear view mirrors useless as well. It's really funny when you think they use the high beam so you flash your own to make them turn theirs off. Then they flash theirs in response and completely blinds you. Talking in a movie theater, as well as bringing young kids to an adult movie because you couldn't get someone to watch them. I can handle the things that other people have commented, but this drives me insane. My local theater has a sign up that says no one under 6 will be allowed in rated R films after 7 PM, which means they are allowed before then. I can't imagine taking a little kid to something really scary, sexual, whatever and have it be a good time. In the UK ratings aren't suggestions like they seem to be in the US. If you aren't the right age, you don't get in. Simple as, even if there's an adult with you. Leaving shopping carts lying about in a store parking lot, specifically if the parking lot is a hill. I never really understood this. You have no problem pushing a cart around a store while filling it up, but get to the parking lot and unload it and it is suddenly impossible to walk a few feet to put it into the corral. Charging a fee to pay a bill. It's convenience for the company, not me. Why should I have to pay extra to do the job myself? Police intentionally misrepresenting laws to people in order to trick them into compliance. Basically telling people they are breaking the law when they are not. Having to pay to go to the toilet. That's one thing I hated about Europe, or at least Paris. Even goddamn McDonald's charged for the bathroom even if you were a customer. Pyramid selling schemes. They are illegal. What I'm selling is part of a multi-level marketing strategy. You see, I recruit people to sell products and then make money based on the performance of the number of people under me. So, you see, it's not really a pyramid, more of a triangle. Really, completely different. Having kids under 12 on YouTube channels. Not just the obvious cases of parents trying to use their kids as props to get views, but also I'm sure a good portion of the ones where it's just a kid like doing reviews of toys etc. They are scripted, filmed and egged on by their parents. Some might say, well, what's the difference between this and child stars in Hollywood? Child stars in Hollywood were notoriously overworked, underpaid, abused and all kinds of things for decades. There are now a lot of rules and bureaucracy surrounding them as a safeguard that doesn't exist on YouTube. Shooting unarmed people begging you not to shoot them, apparently. But dude, he reached back to pull up his pants. Maybe he had a nuclear warhead hidden. Stopping in the middle of the ducking sidewalk while on your phone. If someone is so unobservant as to stop in the middle of a walkway, then I might be so unobservant as to accidentally walk into them. Inkton slavery. Offshoring shit that would be illegal in your own country. Oh, since it happens in another country, it's okay that those people, some of them child workers, get paid shit, are poisoned by pesticides, have pretty much no rights and risk being killed by the mob if they try to unionize, as long as I can eat bananas and buy cheap t-shirts. Taxpayers paying for damages when crooked cops get sued for wrongdoing. Make the bastards pay out of pocket or get insurance. Smoking around your/other children. I remember coughing my lungs up starting kindergarten cause all my family would smoke cigs in the house and cars, and to this day, at 23 years old, I can't be around cigarette smoke without burning eyes, throat, and almost puking. Seeing parents sitting down smoking next to their kid and the smoke blowing in the kid's face infuriates me. Refusing to pull over so an ambulance can pass you. Come on people, pretend it is your mama in there, move your ass over. Work for the FCC and be in Verizon's payroll. ISPs saying you can get up to XXMBs internet speed when in reality you rarely get close to the max on most providers. They should be required to have a minimum speed advertised. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.